Hi folks, it's January the 18th, Sunday, and judging by the bright sunshine and the mountains looking out of the hotel window, you can probably assume I'm not in the UK. It's another business trip, and this time it sees me travelling to Australia for the first time in my life. I'm in Adelaide. I flew out of the UK on Friday from Newcastle, 7-hour flight to Dubai, then a connecting flight to Adelaide, which was another 12 hours or so, over quite a few time regions. As you can understand, it was light dark, and my body clock's knackered. I got here at, switch the camera around, got here about 10 o'clock last night, hoping to sleep in till the early hours of this morning. Well, a bit later than as anticipated. I was up at 3 o'clock, body clock's to shot, so I made the opportunity to do some work on the laptop for a few hours, and I'm due to pack a backpack and then go and look at some local sites that I've been reviewing on Google this morning. Weather forecast said it's going to be a hot one, 35 degrees. So come with the cap, sunglasses, and some sun cream. It's been a while since I've done a guided tour of any Airbnb or hotel facility, and the reason for that is I haven't been away for probably a couple of months. The last one I did abroad was Hong Kong, and that was almost a year ago, give or take a few weeks. So this is the Crowne Plaza in Adelaide. This was recommended by the client. That's just my little workstation. I've had a couple of black coffees this morning to try and get myself around. I'm on the 6th floor of 19 floors. This is just the main bedroom, decent sized TV. Usual case though that the wall socket's nowhere near the TV. And I can't get to the back of the TV to put my Amazon Fire Stick in, but there's no great loss there. Really clean, nice soft carpet, decent comfortable bed, which was needed last night, having spent nearly a full day on the plane and the turbulence, which there was quite a bit of between Dubai and Adelaide, because you're over the sea for most of the flight. I still felt like I was on the plane last night, sleeping, going up and down, similar to when you get a ferry. Coffee making facilities, mini bar, wine glasses, but nothing's in a mini bar other than a couple of complimentary bottles of water and a small carton of milk. Wardrobe space. Didn't have any enthusiasm last night to unpack the suitcase, so I've done that this morning. One investment I've made recently with travelling and trying to maximise on space in bags and in suitcases is I've got some packing cubes. I think I've got 4 of them with me. There's a packing cube at the back. I don't know whether you can just see the sort of the green zip container. The thing is, these are great because you can roll your clothes up, you put the initial black zip down, and then there's another zip, a green zip, that runs around the outside of them, and that basically adds compression and makes them sort of half the size. Well, fantastic idea. As you can see, got one there with socks, shorts, underpants, one with jeans. That one's got a gilet and another one there with more shirts, etc. That's the lid of one of the bags. They're actually made by Thule, or now I understand, Thule of Sweden. They're the company that make the roof bars and accessories for cars. Also got another couple of bits of luggage recently. I've got a new laptop bag and a duffel bag. I haven't brought the duffel bag with me, so I don't think I need it on this visit. And then the obligatory safe for passports, laptops and stuff. Moving on into the bathroom, nice big bathroom. Set the scales there. I'm on a diet. I've been doing some running. I've done couch to 5k and I've been watching what I drink and eat. So I'm currently probably almost a stone lighter than I was before Christmas. But standing on the scales this morning, I wasn't too impressed. But I think that's probably got something to do with being sat on the plane for the last 24 hours and fluid retention, etc. All the excuses I can make. Again, another recent addition to the travel kit. Again, this is made by Thule, and it's basically a toiletry bag, and it's got a hook, and as you can see, it's probably about 3 to 4 foot long. By the time it's folded and zipped up, it's about as big as a shoe bag. But it's excellent. You can get everything in there, from all your toiletries, toothbrushes, aftershave, cleaning products, sun cream, tablets. So that's made its debut on this visit. And other than that, there's probably not much more to add. It's just gone 7 o'clock. I'm going to pack my bag, cap, sun cream, put my trainers on and go for a walk. I've looked on Google and there's 2 or 3 things which have caught my eye today. There's the botanical gardens, apologies for the bright sunlight, which are only 10 minutes walk. Look quite interesting, really green. And if that looks okay, then I'll probably go there for a couple of runs over my 4-day trip. I'm only here 4 days, so I actually go back to the UK on Wednesday. And it's a hell of a long way to come for 4 days, but there we go. So there's the botanical park, a couple of shopping centres, and then there's an archaeological museum with free entry that's only 5-10 minutes away as well. It's not normally the sort of thing I do or my cup of tea, but getting old and miserable and boring. I've recently got a caravan, which is another prime example of getting old and boring, but that's another story. Right, I'll take this camera out with me later on, and I'll take some photographs and I'll take some recordings, which I'll be sharing in conjunction with this video. Thank you. Right, I'm in downtown Adelaide. I left the hotel probably half an hour ago, and I've walked sort of north and east round the botanical gardens on the main footpaths. Can't believe how many people exercise here, running and stuff. Unbelievable. And it's probably 25 degrees and it's only 8 o'clock. One other thing that shocked me as well is the amount of fly life. Jesus Christ. No wonder they wear bloody hats with corks on strings. It is absolutely manic with flies. I don't think they're biting variety, but they're really annoying. The botanical gardens aren't open yet. It doesn't open until 9 o'clock. So I've just found this creek and a bridge, so I'm just walking down towards the creek and the river. Beautiful place. Just got to be careful you don't get run over by your bike. It's absolutely fitness mad. Other than flies, I haven't seen really much more wildlife other than some strange looking birds. No doubt I might see something a bit more tasty down near this creek. It's one of them places where you don't really want to go too far off the beaten path into the longer grass, because God knows what will latch onto your ankle. Sometimes you have some sort of stereotypical idea, misconceptions about what a place is like, and this is probably one of those. Part of this is to do a bit of a recce for somewhere to run. I think running will probably be at twilight on a night. This will be to watch during the day. Don't really have a clue where I'm going, I'm just walking, trying to get some steps in before places open. On my list of places to look at this morning is a local museum, which I mentioned in an earlier video. There's only that open until 10, 11 o'clock, and then when it gets warm there's a couple of indoor shopping malls to take a look around, and then probably look for somewhere to get something to drink and a bite to eat, and then also get some Australian dollars out the hole in the wall. All the footpaths are contraflow, as you can see. St Douglas Nichols Bridge or Tarrans-Weir. Not too sure which way to go. I think we'll probably cross over this bridge. But there's all sorts of nasties in that. Probably snapping turtles. Can't imagine there's any crocodiles. I won't go for a swim in it and find out. I think I'll take the low path and see what's down here. Hope you can see that. There's the first real warning sign I've seen. Beware of snakes.
Well, how many says I do? Five.
3 kilometres. I think this river or creek that I'm following goes all the way to the sea. I think it's the Torrens River. I think judging by how people are running down here, I think I'll be the slowest runner by far. I think I'm quickly finding out it's one of them places when you walk in you don't stop, because if you stop then the flies latch onto you, and then one latches onto you, it goes and tells its mates. So I found the best thing to do is keep on walking. Looks like the park's opening up somewhat just in front. And the river's getting wider, probably the closer you get into the city and more towards the sea. It's quite a nice breeze actually. I'm recording this walk on my Garmin, so it'll be interesting to see which way the red line went around Adelaide. You were at Frome Road. Would imagine there's park runs in this park as well. On the weekend, probably on a Saturday. I can't imagine there's many more picturesque places to do a park run. Walking down into what looks more like sort of the built-up city area towards the end of the park. Opposite there's the Brisbane Oval, where England recently got a thrashing in the Ashes test. I can't remember whether it was the second or third test. There's a bridge in front of me here. I think I'm going to go up the steps and walk across it to see whether I can see actually within the stadium whether there's any breaks in the perimeter. Just have a quick look. Can't remember whether that was late December or early January. That test I think was probably late December. Adelaide Convention Centre. Get some steps in. That's 5k, 3 mile walking so far. like on the flight path of the airport. It's only probably 3 or 4 miles away. Looking downstream the river towards the sea and the beach. And that's looking upstream through the park that I've just been through. Directly heads the Adelaide Oval. There's a lot of boy races here, I can tell you that for one thing. Last night it was like the Fast and Furious outside the hotel. Like lots of souped up, looked like Toyotas, RX-7s, Mazdas, and quite a lot of American looking muscle cars as well. They're extremely loud. Wind's lovely. Some sort of bandstand structure there in the middle of the park opposite, and there's people doing the morning yoga. Shame there isn't any sporting events on the next 2 or 3 days while I'm here on an evening. Otherwise I would have come and had a look. Well, I don't think there is, I haven't checked. Tennis, the drive. Some sort of indoor tennis court as well. Must be some sort of tennis tournament on. Have a look on the internet and see what it is. Adelaide Oval, Southgate. Go and have a look. Adelaide International ticket sales. Walk around to the right to see whether we can see in the stadium. I'm hoping we can, because from the other side of the river I saw a break in a gap between a couple of stands. I think you could see in. Get some fancy camera equipment in walking past then. Victor Richardson Gates, Sir Edwin Smith stand. I don't know whether you can see, I've just raised the camera up there, looks like there's some sort of training going on. Eyesight's not the best, but it looks like maybe potentially women's cricket. Keep on walking around. The next stop after here might be the hole in the wall cash machine, and then maybe see if the shopping centres are open. It's nice in the shade, that breeze. The east gate. Some sort of cathedral or church opposite. I think we might call it a day and start walking back the way we came towards the bridge. We're in downtown Adelaide now. Just looking for the first shopping centre. Unfortunately it doesn't open until 10 o'clock, so we'll have a 40-minute wait. Massage parlour.